Well, hello, everybody from Unlimited Wisdom. For those that are watching live and recorded, I have David and Scott and Corky Santa on here, Kevin, Melody, Sarah, Jody, Karen, Bill, and CJ, the hostess with the mostest. I appreciate each and every one of you. And this subject today, I know that you guys know other people other than you that are struggling with this, but today's topic is procrastination. So do you guys know of anyone that might struggle with that, right? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? See people that are putting up two hands. Now, when I thought of the subject this morning, I got up and it was on my mind because Eric Markham basically, brought it up to me. He's like, how do you get past this thing, procrastination, putting things off. And it's funny because right before we recorded, we were talking, hi, Lisa Marie. We were talking about one of my dear, dear mentors, Jim Rohn. And oh my Lord, there's nothing that this guy did, wrote, or whatever that I didn't attend. Of course, I got exposed to him or knew about him, believe it or not, almost 39 years ago. It'll be 39 years ago in November. Him and Bob Proctor. And so, it was. For those of you that know Tony Robbins, a lot of people don't know this, but Jim Rohn was Tony Robbins' teacher. So it's always neat to go back and find it, right? So when I thought about what I wanted to say about procrastination, and most times what we do to each other and listen to stuff, it's like that Bob Newhart deal. It's like if you're a procrastinator, just stop it. Just stop it, right? How many people know that that's not easy? And so I thought of something because even though the subject came up because of Eric, and I'm dedicating this to him, I always can look at myself and immediately see things that I'm procrastinating on. Some of you might not notice this, but I'm still not like 150 pounds or 160 pounds. So there's still areas of my life that I procrastinate on. And I want to sort of switch it on you guys. I've never heard it shared this way, but I won't say it's me. I'll just say it's the time that I spend with God. And this was the download that I got. Every one of us, as Jim Rohn says, every one of us know the things that we're supposed to do are easy to do. It's just they're easier not to do, right? So what I believe a lot of people don't realize is, what we do on a day-to-day basis is just a habit that we've mastered, right? And so a lot of people might get a degree of mastery in mechanics or engineering or science. And I would say that most people, I would say virtually everyone I know, has a number of things that they consistently procrastinate on. And so here's why. Because it's a habit. It's one of the things that each and every person, and I won't say you, I'll talk about me, is that even though I know that I shouldn't eat sugar, and I should exercise every day, I have still found a way in my mind to say that what I'm doing is not as bad as fill in the blank. And so it's easy to do, but easier not to do. And here's what's crazy. The times that I didn't procrastinate and I did get in my infrared sauna and I did use my rowing machine and I did do my 30-minute walk and then I did do, like light stretching and stuff like that. And because I do that, I'm not eating sugar. It's amazing how when you put effort into doing things like that, your mind goes, don't eat that because that would just waste this day. So you're sort of changing the mind, right? There's never been a time where I did the things I knew I should do and I didn't have a good feeling about it. Have any one of you, put things off, and then you finally do the thing you're supposed to do and you went, why didn't I do this earlier? See, we beat ourselves up We beat ourselves up and we let Dina, rah, rah, and the voices in our head beat the crap out of us for not doing the things that we're due. But then once we do the things that we're supposed to do on that day, then we beat ourselves up because we didn't do it sooner. So we beat ourselves up for doing things that not doing things, and then we beat ourselves up for doing things. So can you see how the mind, our heart, our spirit, and our soul just goes, if you were training a dog, and please just, this is analogy, I'd never do it. But if I disciplined the dog and didn't give it a treat because it didn't go get the ball, and then I kept teaching it, and then the dog gets it. And as soon as the dog gets the ball and brings it back, I do exactly the same thing that I did when it wouldn't go fetch it. Wouldn't you guys immediately go in your mind, listen, I'm not doing that anymore? But we know better than that. So what we do is when the dog does do the trick, it not only gets good boy, gets a rub down, and then gets a treat. I would think, now you get the treat first. Then you say, good boy. They hear the right language, the right tonality. They get a rub down. And now it's like their eyes get big and they get back and they start moving and they start getting nervous because you throw that ball again and I get another good thing. You see what I mean? But as human beings, we beat ourselves out, we guilt ourselves, we shame ourselves. And then when we do the thing, instead of rewarding ourselves, we beat ourselves up again. There's no little reward that we do for ourselves. And here's the problem. Most people we hang around, it's like, the little joke with me and my wife all the time is every once in a while, I'll do something, right? I'll catch the garbage at the right time. And so I'll push it down and I'll take the garbage out. And it's always been a joke with me and her where I look at her and go, guess what I just did? And she's going, take out the garbage? And I go, yeah. And she goes, so you need a star or a chest to pin it on? What why I see women here all giggling and laughing. It's like the stuff that I got to do every day. Why do you need to add a boy for doing that? But women, if you knew how simple men are you listening? If you knew how simple men are, if you gave them praise and recognition for just doing any simple thing, they'll do more. They will. Now who knows how long you have to do it, but they will catch on. But now I want to get each and every one of you to cut yourself some slack that if everything that we do through habit and through the law of repetition, the law of repetition, if some of us know people, again, I'll never say you, but some of us know people that have mastered, they should get a master's degree, a PhD in mastery of just doing as little as frickin' humanly possible each and every day. Now, you'll know people like this because even the things that they could do to give them joy, they'll also procrastinate on those. It's like, hey, what do you love doing the most? Well, honestly, I love going to the beach. Really? When's the last time you've gone? We used to get this all the time, people that live in nice areas, and people know that there's attractions around us. It's like you could look out, Craig's been at all my homes, same with Melody. You can look out our windows and see the ocean. And people go in our home and look out and went, oh my Lord, this is just beautiful. We should go to the beach. And it's like, nah. Hey, Have you driven from here to the beach? Yeah. 6 minutes. Do you not go because you don't have parking? No, it's going to sound like I'm bragging, and I am. I actually have people that live right on the ocean. And they always tell me that I can park in their parking spot. There's no one in it. Okay. So do you go there because there's too many people? No. If I go, I usually go like on a Wednesday at 11 or 2 in the afternoon. It's like there's no one there. So it's 6 minutes away, no problem with parking, and there's not a lot of people there. Why don't you go? I thought you told me that you like doing that. Yeah, I do. Is anybody resembling my remarks here? You know what I mean? So, and my thoughts of this and my praying of this, what we got to do is not beat ourselves up, but simply find something very simple and easy that we can do, that we can then build a repetition, a law of a new habit. So I've shared with a lot of you that, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, nothing's out of nowhere for me, but I decided to go on Amazon and buy a new Bible. And the reason that I wanted to buy a new one is because I just wanted to do that. And then I said, I'm just going to read a page a day. And how many of you guys think I miss days? I'm human. Absolutely. And it was only one page. But I also sometimes was so again, humans are interesting. So once you do the thing, it's funny how much more you'll do, right? So if I slate a time to do it, then what I do is I have it on my Google Calendar, and it comes up and it says prayer and reading the Bible. I will not delete that until the task is done. And the task is every day. So I always seem to find a time to do it. And then when I do, sometimes I read 2 pages, sometimes I read 3 pages. And it seems to me it's been a blink of an eye, and I'm already done with one book. I've made it through Genesis. Did I look at how many pages it was? No. But I did reward myself. And I'm rewarding myself right now. Because every win is a win. Some of you might be saying, man, to just read one book, Genesis and the Bible? It's like, Robert, that's not a big thing to be happy about. You see what I mean? It's like, I read 10 books a day. I read 10 books a year. Yeah, reading books and not applying them is not something not to be proud of. It really, really cracks me up when I tell people, oh, by the way, I seen Eric Worre was promoting a book. I don't know if you guys seen this. He's all jacked out of his mind because a week ago he discovered a book called The Science of Getting Rich that was written before Think and Grow Rich. And he's like, man, this book is amazing. Yeah, I told you that when I met you. 36 years ago. So when I first meet anybody, I tell them about the greatest secret in the world. And then I also tell, the greatest miracle in the world. And then also the science of getting rich. I tell everybody. It's a gift. I'm there. So what I want to say to every one of you is instead of beating yourself up for procrastinating, I would love you to do something very super small where you can start rewarding yourself for doing that one small thing that doesn't take much time. I'm now starting to believe that people need to do stuff that takes them maybe less than a minute. And it's the whole thing of doing it at the same time every day for a period of time that they can feel is awesome, right? And so if there was just something, now I tell people all the time, that, you can go to roberthollis.com/gifts. And when you start learning to do these little tiny baby steps every day for a period of time, then what you'll do is you'll start patting yourself on the back. See, I'm proud of you. See, you did this. You did this for 10 days in a row. You did this for 20 days. You did this for a full month. Because it's the little tiny things each and every day that we do that then when Eric said to me, Robert, I don't understand how you get everything done on. He goes, I get it. I know what you're going to say to me. Everyone's got 24 hours. I know you're going to say that to me. So why do you get so many things done? And I said, it's just a simple word called priorities. And so I'll write down everything that I do, and then I keep moving my priorities around, right? Just recently, haven't done it consistently, but I should make a morning post on unlimited wisdom. I do my stuff with unlimited wisdom, but it's a high priority for me, but it's not above me making a post on Facebook and wishing everyone a happy birthday. See, that's been two priorities that have been so super high for me that I tell people, if you don't see me post on Facebook, I'm not done with my morning ritual yet. Don't reach out and try to contact me, right? So when I've been doing my unlimited stuff is later in the day, right? But then I'm responding to people like Jody and Melody and the people that have made it a priority. It doesn't make me feel good to respond to people's good morning messages in the afternoon. I say, so Jody, and I'm sure Melody, everyone's going, Robert, you do so much. No, the priority needs to change. I usually don't put a good morning post because it's not morning when I start to respond. Now, if I said this to each and every one of you, sometimes you just got to talk it out to other people. So now I'm going to ask every one of you a question. And let's see if you answer it correctly. It's not about you, it's about me. Where my heart and soul and spirit is, do you think that Facebook should be a higher priority for me than unlimited wisdom? I hope that all of you should say no. Because if you ask me right now, which one's a bigger priority for me, it's unlimited wisdom by mountains. By mountains. So why isn't it the thing that I do before I see Facebook? Oh, wow, this is a great word. Thank you. I have to look where that came from. Facebook needs to go to the back burner. And I don't even know how to cook. All right. So if I looked up the meaning of that, I guess if you're creating a big meal like Thanksgiving dinner or something, there's things that you cook that you still want to keep at eating temperature. Right. So now you're cooking something, and I'm just guessing here, you put that on the back burner because you're not focused on that, but you still want it ready to eat. And I could be so far off, it's ridiculous. Lisa's going, no, you're not. And I'm not a cook, right? So it's just me not being aware that it should be a priority. Are you guys getting this? And so one of the things that Bill said that I thought was really, really interesting, and even Martin, I know that he watches the replays, which, by the way, Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Martin. But I wanted to share something with you guys that I think is very, very, very important. The first thing is Bill brought this up. I got to get back to my page here. Bill brought this up that he said, how did he say it? That unlimited wisdom is really teaching him how to communicate with people. So then it allows him to do that. So if you guys know, you know, I really find it interesting on how gamified, you know, unlimited wisdom or school is, right? And so, you know, if I go here to my profile and I click on my profile, you can see it took me a while to get in the rhythm, right? So a lot of you don't know this, but, you know, when I first looked at it was June 27th. But it wasn't a priority. How many people are following me? So for me to follow the next day up with no activities, the next day with 5 activities, the next day with 8 activities, and then 0, 0. What's this one? 4, 0, 0. All of you know the grays, you know, are zeros, right? So then this really shows us my first day. But if you look over here, July 24th, that's not June. Are you kidding me, Robert? It took you almost a full 30 days to go, you know, all right, I'm doing this. So now that I'm doing it, I sort of got to get into a habit, right? So now that's when I'm inviting you guys. So you can see here, I'm doing my best. And then all of a sudden, I click on this flame because I seen this flame was on other people's deals. And it says 30-day streak of 10 plus activities. Oh, now I got something that I can do. And did pretty good since then. So all of a sudden, it just needs to be a priority, right? It's got to move up the scales. And I just wanted to share with you guys that that's why, you know, after I get up and I connect and I pray and I do the things that I do to connect with myself, then the next step is going to be my good morning messages on unlimited wisdom. So then we not only have this, but we also have the levels, right? So if you see the question mark that's next to the levels and you click on them and you still see people that don't have 5 points, they didn't hit level 2. And I go back here and I go, let me click on, what did it show it? I was trying to think where it is. Leaderboard here. Okay, cool. So 39, let's just round it up. 40% haven't did 5 activities. Are you guys starting to understand why a lot of people in life don't accomplish a lot of things in life? Right? 40% of the 126 or 27 people we have not focused enough to go in there and even read any of the posts. Because there's some people that are in our group that are participating, that when you see their post, if you would take a millisecond, you'd want to engage with it in a nice way. You know, some of the posts that you guys post, and we can always see the people, right? You see the people that leave like one word and then one GIF, and that's it. So then they're not getting a lot of engagement because what you give is what you get. So then everybody just gives a GIF, right? And then you see some people that really go out of their way to really give a heartfelt comment. They think about it. They're not posting just to post. Do you think this would make the same difference on every social media? Oh, hell yeah. So I wanted to do more videos on unlimited wisdom. That's why I decided to buy Loom. Got good for a couple of days. See, that should be something that, wow, could I make a commitment and a priority right now to every day do a Loom? For those of you that find other ways of doing it, it would just be doing some kind of short video every day. Anything. And so, when I look at Lisa Marie and I see how consistent she is. So for some of you, though, I don't want to put my face on there. Then great. Then don't. Then just use your voice. Now with Sora, AI, Lisa Marie is doing like a scripture every day. And it's an AI generated thing that's doing the scripture with her voice. But you can't be consistent. I think that Matt just went over 51 million views on his YouTube channel. You can't be consistent doing the baby steps every day, like building the bricks. If you decide to do it, you will go from, wow, one day you have nobody, and then you end up like Santa Corky with, 2 point whatever million. Yeah, are you at 3 yet, Corky? Oh, he's at 3 now. What are you now?
Let's see. Unmute. There we go. I'm almost 2.4. I'm getting close.
Oh, 2.4. Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, by the way, congratulations. It looks like TikTok's going nowhere.
Right.
Hopefully the new owners of the company want to challenge like YouTube and make it more monetary for people that are doing it.
Yeah, they should. I mean, I do okay on it, but I say my income doesn't equal my following.
Got it.
Said that for a long time, but that's TikTok. But TikTok's a good place to find your tribe.
Yeah, once you know the deal is all done, you should reach out to all the people that are contributors on TikTok that are been a part of this group and these people that go to the awards and everything, and go, we should put a nice letter together, not only thanking them for doing it so TikTok continues, because no one ever usually gets any credit for anything. Right. So the first part of the letter could be just how grateful and happy you guys are that they stepped in to make sure that TikTok continues to be something for you and your audience.
Right.
And then below that, go all of us together, and you guys could have a place where all of you could sign. And down below, it's like, this is what it used to do to monetize us. Would you please find it in your heart as people from America to make sure that the Americans that are doing this get financially rewarded so they can help others.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah. Great idea.
Good idea.
Great idea.
So now, and then every one of you guys that have large audience, do a short video about it.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden it's viral that, wow, TikTok audience has reached out to the new owners of TikTok, congratulating them and thanking them. And then also they were saying, can you throw some more weight our way?
Right.
We did figure out that we added all your guys' income together, your net worth, and you're all worth $1 trillion combined.
Right.
You might be able to afford of us making TikTok the #1 platform. Let's go after YouTube.
Right. Kick down some of that. Let's go for it.
I just got chills while I told you that.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. I love you too.
Thank you.
Okay. So to finish this off, thank you so much, Corky. I'm sure people enjoyed that. But, wow, what a perfect place to end this is, Corky just very simply made a decision that he was going to be consistent on TikTok. He made it a priority. And because he made it a priority, that's where I know that he's not, and some months made more than others, and Christmas is coming up. But for it to be a source of income for him and his family has just been amazing over the years. And he's been able to use that income to do some really wonderful things for children and mothers in need and so on and so forth. So, it's that little step each and every day. Now when people hear, Corky has, 2.4 million followers, everyone goes, wow, I wish I could do it. But you don't understand the day that Corky was making a decision between 5 and 6 things that he was juggling and procrastinating on all of them. So, he picked the one that he thought would be the best, and then he started doing the baby steps each and every day of being consistent, like Matt, like me, like a lot of you. So that's my deal. Find something that's so simple. I will say another thing. My mentors have taught me in building a project of any kind. This is race cars, right? If you looked at building a race car and you had nothing, zero, it's like an elephant. You just go, I don't know what to start. I don't know what I should do first. I don't know. We just beat ourselves up. We overthinking. We just go into, wild mode, right? And so my mentors always reduced it down to the ridiculous. And when you reduce it down to the ridiculous, this is the thing that you need to ask your question. With what I have now and what I know now, what is something that I could do to get me closer to racing that race car at a drag strip? And there's always something that you can do. And it's baby steps. You see what I mean? It could be, well, what I need to do is maybe I need to clean a spot in the garage and get everything organized before I do it. Before you know it, you're looking at a clean garage with everything organized and it's missing a car. So the next thing is like making a decision on what kind of car you're going to build. For people that don't have any money, that could easily be a trip to the junkyard or calling all your friends and family going, hey, does anyone got a car sitting in their yards that they're no longer using? If you guys go to a drag race and you see a guy racing a 69 Nova station wagon or a pickup truck, maybe that was just a vehicle that was available. And you take these little baby steps that I just want to show up at the track and start racing. Now, when you show up and everyone's laughing because you drove the car to the racetrack, done that millions of times, then I'm taking the exhaust off so I got open headers so I can get another 6 horsepower. But you got to start somewhere, right? And it's like, so I hope these examples helped you. So just say to yourself, and whatever you're doing, what is something that I can do? And that's why I wanted to show sort of the back office of unlimited wisdom. You know what I mean? Is like, instead of doing multiple posts with one GIF and one word or a sentence, just take the time to make one post more heartfelt, more detailed. See what I mean? Do a post that means something. And then if you want a lot of people to engage in your post, then maybe what you should do is getting the rest of your points by engaging in other people's posts. It's always funny. Do you guys want more people posting on your wall on Facebook, or do you want more people engaging with your post on Facebook? See, it's pretty interesting what it is, right? But then what do? We do the opposite. We post more on Facebook where we don't engage with anybody. It's crazy to me that I can go to somebody's page on Facebook, see a post, see the engagement in that post, but no one even thanks them for their share. No one thanks them for their heart. No one thanks them for their comment. Screw that, just on to the next post. Enough said. So always focus on doing something that, as you consistently, that's why I love the levels. You know what I mean? Because when we first started Unlimited Wisdom, everyone was going, who's getting to 2 first? Who's getting to level 3 first? Who's getting to level 4 first? And I think, what do we got? We got like maybe 3 people that are on level 8. 3%. So we got Martin, Jody, Melody, and me. 4. I didn't even know it did that. See, I learned. Let's go back here. Leaderboard. Who's level 7? Scott, Shelley, Scott McAvoy, Erlene, Eric, Lisa, Sandy, Mary, Bill, Ron, Craig, and Terry. Isn't that interesting? So, Unlimited Wisdom to me is your training wheels, right? It's like, learn to get good at leaving heartfelt messages on other people's posts. You get a point for that. You get a point for posting. So me, I'd rather leave more engagement or comments on other people's posts than posting myself. Have you guys noticed that? It's like sometimes I'm lucky if I do 2 a day. That was a big day. That was a big day. But you've seen where I had like 274 points so far. How did I get 274 points? It's not engaging with people on school. It's engaging with people like you. So you give and you get. So I hope this helped you a little bit on engagement, because I know for a fact that you sow, you reap what you sow. And if you just keep sowing the right things, giving love to others and expecting other people to love you, just get good at doing that. I did see a post today, and I'll end. It's like the best leaders on the planet, if you look at their lives, right? The best leaders on the planet at one time were the best followers. Isn't that interesting? So we started out, I don't know if we recorded it, but it was the comment, that we came up with. It's like, and Craig searched and it said, well, the person that is getting credit for that is Tony Robbins. Success leaves clues. And it's like, well, he was a student of Jim Rohn, and Jim Rohn was a student of Earl Schoaf, and Earl Schoaf was one of the top followers with Rich Snackenberger. So how many of you believe that you probably could find audios where they all said that? So it's interesting who ends up getting this person said it. And you can go, wow, well, who'd they learn from? And you go back and listen to their stuff, and it's like, Then you go back and listen to that person's mentor, and they go, documentation beats conversation. I have the patent on it, the slogan mark. How many of you know that didn't come from me? You guys should know that didn't come from me because I tell the story of who gave me credit. You know, it was Roger Penske that came up with that. And it was just one day. We took first, second, and third in pole, first, second, and third. One of his dreams was, wouldn't it be cool if all the Indy cars are coming around, all 30 of them, 11 rolls, that his car was 1, 2, 3, all on the front row while they came around on the parade lap? Does anyone want to guess what his next goal was? What if we finish 1, 2, 3? And we did that. So at the beginning of a race and the end of the race, you could look at the tower that had all the places of his drivers. And the race that we finished 1, 2, 3, he looked up and went, documentation beats conversation. Do you think that he came up with that in that moment? Possibly. But no, I think that he probably learned that from maybe the guy he bought his first car dealership from. So I love and appreciate you, each and every one of you. Hello to the people that watch this recorded. If no one's giving you permission to be happy and fulfilled and successful, let me be the first. My mentors did this for me. But please, please make a commitment and share with people something that you're going to do that takes less than a couple of minutes that you can do consistently to build a new habit. I think you guys already know where this goes. Because when you get good at building a new habit that becomes a priority, now what you do is you do another habit. And then you do another habit, and all of a sudden you don't have time to do the procrastination. It's like, wow, Robert, when's the last time that you did death scrolling on social media? I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh, you know, where you go on social media and you just keep watching one scroll after another after another? I don't do that. Are you serious? I don't have time to do that. How many people would like to replace a habit with that habit? Yeah, it's like, man, I know people spend hours and hours and hours looking at other people's posts. I'll just leave it at that. Oh, by the way, do you guys think I watch TV? On YouTube, get this, on YouTube in our TV, smart TV, Samsung, it rates the apps based on their views. That's the way I set it up. So if you open our TV, the first one is YouTube TV, means that app gets the most views, the most watched hour time. Then I have it set up where it gives you the channels. So the top channel is the one that gets the most hours of view. Would anyone want to know what mine is? Zen. Zen. How many of you watch Zen all the time? No, Zen is just a channel that plays nature sounds and nature views because I'm too busy building an empire. So I watch hours and hours of Zen. Now it's playing in the background. Person paddling a kayak, bird eating in the water. Yeah, I'm not bragging because I'm still overweight. So I'm preaching to myself. I got to get back in that ritual of spending time on the best gift that God gave me, which is me. So got to get that body back as a temple. Nothing going to make me feel better than people going, you did all this and you look like that? Yeah. So love and appreciate you. If I can do it, you can do it. So see you, Scott. See you, Lisa Marie, David, Karen, Melody, Kevin. Karen, Kevin. Okay, I got it. Okay. Coach Bob. I thought there was two Kevins on here. Corky, Sarah, Jody, Bill, CJ, hostess with the mostest. God bless you guys. See you tomorrow.